we'll talk next about the autonomic nerve supply. Autonomic nerve supply, as I mentioned earlier, is divided into parasympathetic and your sympathetic nerve supply. We'll first talk about parasympathetic nerve supply. It looks a bit complicated, but actually it's very simple. So the first thing which we need to know is the Edinger-Westphal nucleus, which is located in the midbrain. It will give rise to preganglionic fibers. Then these fibers, through the oculomotor nerve, which is your third cranial nerve, few fibers will go to the ciliary ganglion and few fibers will go to the accessory ganglion. The ciliary ganglion is your parasympathetic ganglion. It is a parasympathetic ganglion. So the fibers arising from oculomotor nerve to the ciliary ganglion will relay over here, and they will give postganglionic fibers along short ciliary nerves. Which will supply your sphincter pupillae muscle. Similarly, fibers arising from the oculomotor nerve, few fibers will go to the accessory ganglion and it will give postganglionic fibers which will supply your ciliary muscle. So it's very simple. Firstly, you need to know the name of the nucleus which is giving your preganglionic fibers, preganglion. Then through the oculomotor nerve, these preganglionic fibers will go to two ganglions, the ciliary ganglions and the accessory ganglions. And after the ganglion comes your postganglionic fibers, which will travel along the short ciliary nerve to supply your sphincter pupillae, and the posterior ganglionic fibers to supply the ciliary muscle. Then after your Edinger-Westphal nucleus comes your salivatory nucleus, which is located in your pons. It will give rise to preganglionic fibers, and these preganglionic fibers through the facial nerves go to the sphenopalatine ganglion, and through that it will give postganglionic fibers which travel through the lacrimal nerve and supply the lacrimal gland. So simple, salivatory nucleus which will give rise to preganglionic fibers, then comes your sphenopalatine ganglion, after ganglion then comes your postganglionic fibers. So this was about parasympathetic nerve supply. Next comes your autonomic nerve supply of the sympathetic part. So the sympathetic nerve supply arises from ciliospinal center of Budge. It is a ciliospinal center of Budge is just the name. It is located at the level of C8, T1 and T2 level of the spinal cord. As you can see, C8, T1, T2 here in the diagram. So this is somewhere your ciliospinal center. Then through the cervical sympathetic chain, it goes to the superior cervical ganglion. Here where my pointer is showing you, this is your superior cervical ganglion, and after this it will relay here. Superior cervical ganglion is a sympathetic ganglion. So the preganglionic fibers arising from the ciliospinal center, it goes to the cervical sympathetic chain, it relays in the ganglion, that is your superior cervical ganglion, and then postganglionic fibers arises from this ganglion and via the internal carotid plexus. If you can see this red thing, via the internal carotid plexus enters the skull to supply two things, muscles and arteries. Two muscles. Which are the two muscles which you need to know? Are the molar muscle, palpebral molar muscle of the eyelid, and your dilator pupillae. So these two muscles are supplied by the sympathetic nerve supply, and two blood supply, that is your orbital vessels and the blood vessels of your eyeball, orbit and the eyeball. These things are supplied by your sympathetic nerve supply.